Rich Kids.
I have 2 holiday houses, one in the Isle of Wight and one in Gozo.
The watch, I bought it for around 25 grand.
The cost of living crisis means absolutely nothing to them.
I have been to some dinners and the bill has been upwards of like 20k.
I don't know what the cost of living crisis is. I know it's something I see online, but I can't relate to it.
All that's about to change.
Oh my God.
10 brand new rich kids are going to stay with typical British families living on the breadline.
Are they coming in a helicopter?
I think they'll have all designer gear on.
5 handbags, 3 suitcases.
They'll experience what it really means to struggle.
I'll sacrifice anything I have for him to eat.
Not having to choose between eating and heating.
How will the people from completely different sides of the tracks get on?
If I would stay here, I would probably feel the need to hoover the entire room.
I forgot to put the oven on.
At the end of the day, that's your problem. That's not the government's problem.
It's all I ever wanted from this visit. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Rich Kids Go Skint.
I really can't put a number on how much I think I need to live, because if I could choose, I would choose unlimited amount of money, because obviously I love shopping.
As the daughter of a successful Egyptian restaurant owner, 21-year-old university student Indigo has never had any financial worries.
In the past, I have done a few side jobs, but besides that, my dad has provided me with the financial means to be able to comfortably live. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Indigo lives very comfortably in one of the most luxurious neighbourhoods in North London, home to movie stars and the super rich. Her multi-million-pound property comes equipped with all the mod cons a girl could wish for.
What I love about this bathroom is that we have underfloor heating. We've got really high ceilings throughout the whole flat. I've got a TV right in front of the bed here.
With a passion for high-end fashion, Indigo's wardrobe is just as luxurious as her living quarters.
My Prada bucket hat, it was a present from my dad, but I believe it's about £550.
£550 for a bucket hat?
These are my nice shoes, so I think these are the most expensive ones. I would say they're the Off-White Jordan 4 sales, which I bought for around £1,500.
Bargain. And of course, every designer outfit needs accessorising.
I've got this Off-White bag. This one was around £1,200, I think.
Never having to worry about money gives fitness fanatic Indigo the freedom to indulge in all her favourite pastimes.
I would say I spend the most time and money on my sports activities. That is where most of my money, or my dad's money, has gone. When I was 12, I became one of the world's youngest junior master scuba divers. I would say diving is quite a privileged sport, just because if you have the luxury to own all of your own gear, it is very expensive to buy and maintain.
Not to mention being able to afford to scuba dive in exotic seas with colourful fish.
Underwater photography is one of my biggest passions. I think it's so artistic.
It's also very expensive.
My camera rig, altogether, I think it was around 6.7 to 7 with the extra accessories that I've bought.
I think she means 6,000 to 7,000. She can't mean million, can she?
Could I please have 150 grams of the spinach tortellini?
Indigo never scrimps when it comes to her grocery shopping either.
Organic ingredients are quite important to me. I would definitely say that my food standards and my expectations of certain culinary lifestyles are quite high.
Before she's plucked from the comfort of her luxury lifestyle, does Indigo have any pressing concerns about living skint?
Cleanliness of the house. I'm just a very neat and hygiene-obsessed person. I won't even go around and sleep at my closest friends' houses if I haven't inspected the house beforehand.
Well, Indigo won't be able to inspect this house beforehand. It's where she'll be living skint with single mum of one, Anarie from Ashford in Kent.
I'm especially worried about
being able to survive. I'm barely surviving now, and if things go up much more, I don't know what's going to happen.
Anne-Marie sacrifices everything for her 10-year-old daughter Lily, who's been diagnosed with autism and has complex medical issues.
What did you eat in this class party?
I had lots of things. Grapes.
I'm a qualified social worker, but I cannot really work at this present moment because of Lily's needs.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, kind of.
I can't find appropriate childcare for after school either. If that means I can't work, if that means we're scrimping for money, then that's just the way it is. Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie faces a daily grind getting by on £800 a month universal credit and a £67 a week carers allowance.
I'm left with nothing. The money goes within 2 weeks. My account says 0 or pence, and that's the way it stays for 2 weeks until I get paid again.
With things so tight, the family's been hit hard by the cost of living crisis.
My electric has pretty much tripled, and the rate the food is going up. I can't go to cheaper brands. I'm already on the cheapest brand. So I've had to take the viewpoint that fed is best, and you know, having something in your tummy is better than having nothing, and if that has to be cheap food at the moment, that's what we're going to have to do until things change. I'm going to take it to the table. Careful you don't spill it.
I won't spill it.
Sometimes Anne-Marie has to resort to desperate measures.
I rely on food banks quite a lot, probably once a week at the moment. It is always a last resort to go there, but that last resort's coming more and more often, unfortunately.
She's keen to show the rich kid that not every parent can provide their child with a generous allowance.
What do you think a rich kid would normally eat for dinner?
I'm gonna have a gigantic plate.
I hope they gain some sort of understanding of how difficult it is for some people, or people that are really, really struggling.
Hi guys, so thank you for coming over. Help yourself to some custard cream.
Before Indigo swaps the high life of North London for living skint in Ashford, she wants to gauge what friends Olivia and Lindsay think of the idea.
I really wanted to do it because I think it's going to be a really humbling experience, and I think it's going to be really good to see how other people live.
I'm excited to see how your OCD keeps up.
Yeah, I know, my cleaning OCD. You know, I don't even like going around to like my friends' houses if I haven't done a baseline check about...
I know that, yeah.
So
How do you think you're going to react if there's animals?
If like their bodies or saliva or anything touches where I'm supposed to sleep, then I'm going to have a problem with it.
Do you think you would go into it with more of an open mind, or do you think that previous idea will kind of cloud your judgment?
I'm someone that's always open to new things, and I don't like to judge before I actually experience it myself, and I try to always look at the bright side of things before I portray it in a negative way.
Well, we're really proud that you're trying this, something new anyway. You'll have to call us if you need anything.
As Indigo travels the 76 miles to Ashford in Kent, it seems living skint will be a big step into the unknown, in more ways than one.
I've never been to this part of the UK before. I've never really properly left London, but I'm excited to meet the family and see a new part of the UK I haven't seen yet.
So what do you think rich kids can be like?
I've no idea.
Do you reckon it's going to be a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll like Bruno? Bruno's a bit OTT, isn't he?
Yeah.
Can you go round the back?
Go.
It's a girl. Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruno's gonna do a wee.
Oh my God.
She's got a big suitcase, hasn't she? Probably all our clothes would fit in there.
Hi! Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for having me.
This is Lily.
Hi, nice to meet you, Lily. I brought you a small gift just to say thank you for having me.
So much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh.
Bruno's enjoying them.
He is. He's terrible. Bruno managed to snatch a couple macaroons and he looked like he thoroughly enjoyed them, but then that is in comparison to dog food, so I'm sure they tasted very nice.
At £40 a box, they should taste very nice.
Don't know if you want to go and have an explore of the house?
Yeah, of course, why not?
Yeah, what's mine is yours, just have a look. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cleanliness-obsessed Indigo can't stand seeing dirt or dust anywhere.
How do I? Wait, I'm just going to step over it.
So she's itching to see if the house is clean enough for her stay.
You can see that there's like a little menu here on the door. Maybe that's up there to like show what is available, maybe for budgeting reasons. But I think it's quite a good way of organising and preparing for what you're going to eat.
Indigo's quick to clock that space is severely restricted in a 2-bed council house.
There's quite a few boxes here. I think this is the tumble dryer or washing. I think it's a washing machine.
It's a tumble dryer. Guess she's never really got up close to one before.
And then there's a few boxes and bits and bobs lying around, which for me it's like a lot of clutter, but personal preference.
I downsized to come to this house, so I came with a lot of stuff.
Will Anarie's tiny bedroom be enough to trigger Indigo's OCD?
So for me, obviously, there's quite a bit of, maybe in my eyes, clutter, but that's just because I'm someone that's obsessively hygienic and I can't deal with things lying around, but I know that it's nothing bad whatsoever. It's just me personally. I go crazy even if there's like a pen lying out.
Sounds like she's getting a little worried about having to sleep here tonight. Let's hope the bathroom at least meets Indigo's exacting standards.
Well, it smells of bleach a lot, which is a good sign. Obviously, it's a very clean smell. I can see there's a lot of cleaning things up here, which is good to see. I love seeing cleaning things.
But how much does Indigo love her new living quarters?
I've got a really high standard of like the way I think things need to be organised and cleaned and whatnot. I enjoy cleaning. I would be happy to help her organise the house whilst I'm here as well. I'm very fussy with things being folded corner to corner, but I believe that is just like a OCD of mine.
Indigo did mention that she would help clean up, so I'll be quite intrigued to see if she actually follows through on that. I'll have to give her some tasks to do, see how well she does them.
Indigo will have plenty of time to clean the house to meet her high standards. For now, though, they're all heading out to Anarie's local park.
So do you bring Bruno out for walks often?
Yeah, we do it quite a lot, actually, because obviously it's nice to get out and he needs a walk anyway.
Does he have like...
With her father funding her lifestyle, Indigo thinks nothing of splashing out hundreds of pounds on expensive outdoor activities like scuba diving.
You can have a swing?
Yeah.
Come then. Show me your skills.
Anarie wants her to realise that she has to make do with her local facilities to try and keep 10-year-old Lily entertained.
Yeah, we like to come to the park quite a lot, really, because it's something free to do. We can do it any time, and obviously Bruno loves coming out, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And to make it more fun, sometimes when we go out, we'd be like on a treasure hunt.
Oh, that sounds nice.
So can we find, I don't know, like an oak leaf? Can we find an acorn? Can we find and if we find them all, then you get a special treat. You can make it as fun as you
That's
as
so
you
true,
like.
yeah.
So it's fine, and we have so many open spaces that no two walks are the same.
Yeah. So if money wasn't like a topic or like you didn't have to budget, where do you think you would like to take Lily?
But we certainly would do a lot more sort of paid-for activities because they're always more fun, like going to the zoo or going to like little animal parks. As long as like you kind of try and make the best of what you got.
Exactly, yeah.
And you can make it fun, and that's just what I try and do, really.
Yeah, it sounds really lovely what you do. It was really lovely to see that, like, even though you might be like on a budget or like you can't spend like a large amount of money to have fun, that the family comes up with their own ways to have fun, and they make any experience a good experience just by being with each other, and I think that's really lovely.
With fitness-mad Indigo used to splashing out on an expensive gym membership, the park's free gym equipment appears to be a little primitive for her discerning needs.
I'm sure like on a warmer day, it's quite nice if you just want to have a quick outdoor cardio or like HIIT session, but I don't think, because I'm quite advanced in the gym, I don't think there's enough like equipment there to like have my proper workout. It's easier if you do it this way. You ready?
Yeah.
At least Lily's prepared to give it a go.
Did not expect that.
Is it hard, Lily?
Yeah.
Do you feel the burn?
And it's not long before she persuades the rich kid to get into the swing of things.
And it's like, the bar's like ice.
It seems like Indigo's a convert.
Might be a bit chilly, but I think it was like really good for just being a free gym in a park. I think if you don't have access to a gym because, you know, maybe the memberships are expensive or something like that, I think it's a really great, you know, setup.
Oh.
She seemed to kind of enjoy it, and particularly the gym equipment. It's nice to show people that actually you don't need a gym membership, you could just go to the park.
It's midday, and back home, Anne-Marie's keen to hear what life is like when your dad pays for everything.
I really love your coat and boots.
Oh,
Where
thank
are
you.
they from?
So the boots, they're moon boots. I think they were about £90, these ones. And then my coat, it's Canada Goose. I think this model was around £1,200. I think for the amount of times that I wear it, it's arguably okay to, you know, have invested in a piece like that.
I'd go on holiday for that. That'd be my month's, or 3 months worth of groceries, you know.
So where would you normally go to like find clothes, or would you have like a favourite place to go to, or?
So usually I do shop in the supermarkets. Every now and then they have them like a 25% off. That's when I try and get what I consider my expensive pieces, which would be like a winter coat. I think I got my coat I've got now, I got that last year for around £30.
Okay.
So, yeah. So how much income do you get each month?
I'm very grateful and lucky that my dad can, you know, help supply money for me monthly. He sends me between £300 and £400 a week. I don't have to pay rent, obviously, because I'm very lucky to be living in my parents' flat. And I'm also very lucky that my dad takes care of the household bills.
I could sense she felt very embarrassed by sort of talking about her income. I wonder if she gets more than she says.
Obviously, you've got a lot of responsibilities with Lily. How do you balance that with work? Do you work from home, or do you have a part-time job, or how does that work?
So at the moment, I'm not working at all. With Lily's appointments and constantly having to get her from school, I also cannot find sort of appropriate childcare for her. So at the moment, I'm relying on benefits from the government. I would love to go out to work. So I trained as a social worker, and I recently got my master's in social work.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
for that.
you.
If you don't mind me asking, how much money does the government give for universal benefits?
So I receive around £790 for universal credit a month, and then we get an additional around £600 for Lily for her additional needs. It's a struggle. I mean, I don't know, I feel like when you say the amount, it sounds like quite a lot, but then when you kind of divvy it up, this goes on this,
It's a lot more goes out than you...
Yeah, it kind of just dwindles, and then you're left with nothing. And sort of after around 2 weeks, usually my bank account was at zero.
Is there like anything that you specifically do to like save money, or any like hacks that you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, so I try not to put the heating on even when it gets really cold. So we've got dressing gowns, we've got hoodies that we try and layer up. When it gets very cold, it's particularly difficult. In the evening, we tend to turn the lights off. If we're watching TV, then the light from the TV will
light up the room.
Light up the room.
It is really shocking to hear that, you know, sometimes her money runs out. Thinking about having food on my plate is something that I've never had to worry about, and I think maybe I don't realise just how quick money can go, especially if you don't have a lot of it in the first place.
It's 1 p.m.
Right, do you guys want to sit down and I'll whip us up a quick lunch?
That'd be lovely, thank you.
Her dad's generous allowance means Indigo never thinks twice about eating out. Sadly, Anne-Marie can't afford to treat Lily to expensive restaurant meals.
Made your lunch, guys.
That's very nice of you. Thank you so much.
Today's lunch menu consists of homemade ham sandwiches that come in at less than 50p per person.
I haven't had one of these for ages because I'm so like fussed about calories and stuff, so it's nice to not think about it, but it's like one of my favourite things to have.
Really?
So,
I was
yeah.
going to say, sorry, it's a bit plain.
No,
It's
I'm the easiest person with food, so this is more than good for me.
Not sure about that. Normally, Indigo insists on organic ingredients.
Obviously, to me, like, nutritional value is quite important, and I'm curious, like, do you feel like with the budget that you have, are you able to get quite a good, like, amount of your fibre a day and proteins and carbs in with, like, the budget that you have?
So, not really. So recently I've got my fruit basket over there, which is completely empty. We mainly eat kind of ready meals. That's mainly because they're cheap. We get 2 ready meals at 75 pence each. That's £1.50 for our meal. However, I am quite aware they're not nutritionally balanced. They're not great for you, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
While it's not something Indigo ever worries about, ensuring Lily gets her 5 a day is almost impossible on Anne-Marie's tight budget. She reckons it's time her guest had a reality check.
So I've got a bit of a challenge for you.
Okay.
So obviously I know that like ready meals aren't particularly nutritionally balanced or particularly good for you. So with what I would spend sort of on ready meals in a week for me and Lily, so I want you to take that money and sort of build a meal from scratch.
Okay.
That would last, like, be enough portions for a week.
Okay.
Would you be up for it?
I'm 100% up for it. I love going for a browse in the supermarket and trying to pick out foods for dinner and stuff, so I'm definitely up for that.
Thanks to her wealthy father, university student Indigo has always enjoyed the best of everything.
I have been lucky to grow up in a very privileged family.
But now single mum Anne-Marie is opening her eyes to the harsh realities of living on benefits.
2 weeks, usually my bank account was at 0.
Sounds really tough.
Living off the bank of Dad means budgeting isn't something Rich Kid Indigo is accustomed to. So earlier, Anne-Marie set her a challenge.
So if I give you the budget for the week's worth of ready meals, £10.50. So yeah,
see what I can
see
find.
What you can find.
Thank you.
Can Indigo buy ingredients to cook a healthy meal with enough portions to last a week on Anne-Marie's ready meal budget?
I mean, it's £10.50, so I don't know how much she's going to be able to get. I think probably some meat and some fresh veg.
For a girl who's used to spending up to £100 on her weekly food shop, it won't be easy.
So we've got some chicken breast here, £2.99, so we'll get some chicken breast. It's 300 grams. I'm not sure if that will last a week.
That's already over a quarter of the budget gone. Let's hope Indigo can stick to it. There's a hungry family with high hopes.
Pizza.
Pizza? You don't even like pizza. She doesn't like pizza.
My favourite ready meal is curry.
Looks like Lily's in luck.
I'm gonna be attempting to make a curry. Got curry powder here, which is £1.29, so definitely need that. So we've got some onions here for £1.19. I think that will do. Okay, here the rice is. There's quite a few options. Obviously gonna try and find the one that's the least expensive.
Shopping on a budget isn't proving easy, and the pressure's starting to show.
So I'm just gonna look up a recipe and see what else I might be missing because my brain can't think what I need right now.
Remember, it has to be enough to last a whole week.
I'm gonna bring out my calculator and check how much I've spent so far because I can't do quick maths.
With some canned tomatoes chucked in.
Is that puree or chopped? Oh, can't tell.
Time to see how Indigo's managed with Anne-Marie's strict limit of just £10.50.
Fingers crossed that my budget has been stuck to for the curry that I'm making, but we'll obviously find out at the till. Right, so just about under the budget. Oh, so we've just, I can't really do maths, but we're definitely under the budget. Thank you.
Will you look at that? A rich kid coming in under budget. But Indigo's not done yet.
Anarie did mention that she doesn't usually buy like fresh fruit or veg because obviously it's quite expensive. So now I'm gonna pick up some fruit and veg for her basket out of my own money. I think this is the last pack of strawberries, so I'll take a pack of strawberries as well.
Budget shop done, Indigo and Anarie head back home, where Anarie is keen to hear about her guests' first experience of shopping on a budget.
How did you get on?
I think I got on well. I managed to pick up the essential ingredients for chicken curry, although after looking at a recipe on my phone, I think I could have picked up a Greek yogurt because I did have £1.54 in change.
But before Indigo gets too smug, Anne-Marie's anxious to see if the ingredients in the bag will be enough to make meals for a whole week.
So for the money that you gave me, I bought 500 grams of long grain easy cook rice, bought a big bag of onions, I've got 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, and 300 grams of chicken breast alongside curry seasoning powder for the curry flavour.
Yeah, my only concern would be the amount of chicken, I suppose.
I thought about the chicken not being enough, so I decided to buy another pack and a few other things for you and Lily and Bruno as well.
Oh, that's so kind.
Because I know that 300 grams is not enough, but it would have taken me out of budget, so I wanted to chip in and help.
Isn't that cheating? Buying extra chicken with her own money is one way of ensuring she came in under budget.
So, I've picked up for dessert tonight 2 packs of
Dunkin' Donuts.
These are the Boston cream flavour.
Nice.
Bruno gets a bone. So.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Before her kitchen skills are put to the test, uni fashion student Indigo is keen to get to know 10-year-old Lily a little better.
Your mom told me that you said you wanted to be a YouTuber one day. Is that something that you still want to pursue when you're older, or is that not really an interest anymore?
I still want to be a YouTuber.
I'll make sure to look out for your famous YouTube channel in a few years' time, I hope. When I was also younger, I used to do a bit of YouTube myself. I used to post really embarrassing videos thinking that I was a superstar.
Can I see one of your videos?
You can. They're very embarrassing, but I'll show you a couple of them.
Hey YouTube, I just got back from Sainsbury and they were having this big offer. It's Crocosium today. It's an amazing book. I absolutely love it. First of all,
What do you think? It's really embarrassing, isn't it?
No.
I think you'd be a lot better YouTuber than I
No,
was.
I'd be like this.
Okay, this is a small introduction of just about your puffles and what to use this book for.
How many followers have you got on TikTok?
I've got 132 followers. You've got 6,629 followers.
I'm trying to reach 10K.
Why do you want to get to 10K?
Brands approach you and want to do collaborations with you, and you can actually become, you know, an influencer in that way, that you get to try a lot of new products, and also I think you can get paid for doing those things. I'm just hoping that one day maybe I can reach that mark.
Do you need more money?
Well, I'd like to make my own money. I don't want to always be asking my dad for money. I want to be independent. And obviously one day I'm not going to be, you know, getting an allowance from my dad. So I need to make a path for myself, and I would like to stand on my own feet, for sure.
While Anarie gets a rare opportunity to put her feet up, it's time for Indigo to get dinner on the go. But even that's begun to trigger her cleanliness OCD once again.
I think this is actually a pizza tray, but I think it can substitute as chopping board. I'm just going to give it a rinse in case there's been any dust up there.
The pressure's on to come up with a homemade version of the ready meals the family usually eat, with enough portions to last the week, no less.
I'll just make the chicken a little bit smaller, so obviously it lasts longer.
Things haven't got off to a good start.
Right, I'll try it the other way. I think that has more grip on it. It's like it sometimes goes and sometimes it doesn't, I don't know.
She'll have to get her act together if she wants to impress Anne-Marie with a homemade curry.
I wouldn't have a clue how to make curry from scratch, so, you know, she's got a challenge ahead of her, and I'm quite intrigued to know how it tastes.
It's quite spicy. I don't actually know what it is that is spicy. Maybe it's the chicken seasoning that I use.
Just don't add any more spice, whatever you do.
I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit more curry powder on it. Just, I feel like maybe that's what it's missing, just a bit of that curry flavor. So I'm gonna say that this is a hybrid version of chicken curry and butter chicken, or a red chicken curry, let's call it.
More like a red hot chicken curry. More spice? Indigo's almost ready to plate up.
That's the rice done. So I'll turn that off.
But has she met her challenge of batch cooking another 9 portions to last the rest of the week?
Alrighty, so I'll start with the rice. Which one looks like it's lacking chicken? Maybe this one? That's 8 ready meals that I've managed to do. I wish I could have managed the full 9, but I'm still pretty proud of the amount of food I've managed to prepare with the weekly shopping that Anne-Marie gave me.
Plus the extra chicken you paid for, of course.
So it's not the full 5 days of the week that I wanted, but it's 4 days, which I think is pretty good. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy it.
It looks amazing, it smells amazing. You've done really, really well.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, honestly, that's brilliant.
It seems Indigo's not quite brave enough to eat her hot chicken curry. So what do the others make of it?
Really good. Yeah, good.
I like it.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I tried my best, although I'm not a professional chef, so I'm really glad to hear that you like it.
It's really nice, thank you.
With a successful dinner under her belt, cleanliness-obsessed Indigo has finally plucked up the courage to discuss something that's been playing on her mind all day.
I wanted to actually have a small talk to you about sleeping arrangements for tonight.
Okay.
I think I've decided that I will stay somewhere else just because I've got a really bad OCD and anxiety to do with like a lot of, you know, like, for example, just like animal hair and stuff like that. I can't have a speck of dust. Like, it's not normal. It's me that's the problem. If I would stay here, I would probably like feel the need to like hoover the entire room.
I am quite disappointed that Indigo's not staying. I think Lily's quite disappointed as well. She was really looking forward to it.
Indigo will spend the night at a local hotel. Let's hope housekeeping have a good spring clean before she arrives.
Thank you again for having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a lovely evening.
Thank you, you too.
Take care.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Obviously, Anne-Marie has a really lovely dog, Bruno. He sheds quite a lot of hair. So there was just quite a lot of hair in the room that I was going to be sleeping in, and it was stressing me out a lot, so I just think this was the best path to take.
It's the morning of Indigo's last day learning about the financial struggles faced by single mum Anne-Marie in Kent. After a dust and dog hair-free overnight hotel stay,
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Sorry, coming in with all my baggage.
Okay.
a refreshed Indigo returns to Anne-Marie's.
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good. How did you guys sleep?
Yeah, no, we slept good.
See, Bruno's enjoying his bone, aren't you, Bruno?
He is. He hasn't left it alone.
Oh, I'm glad to hear.
He definitely loves it.
Bruno may be happy with his bone, but there are often times when Anne-Marie can't afford to feed herself and daughter Lily. Now Indigo's back, she wants to show her that luckily there is a last resort.
They've actually got honey here or jam. Which would you prefer?
Jam.
Jam? So I've brought you here to a food bank that I quite often go to, more and more recently. You'll get a bag and you kind of pick what you want off the shelf.
I've never gone and used a food bank, but I understand the concept of it.
During the past 12 months,
Sweet corn. And you want some peas?
Yep.
Food banks have given out over 2 million emergency food parcels to people like Anne-Marie who can't even afford the basics.
And we haven't had squash for about a week now, so did you want to pick your favourite squash?
Orange your favourite flavour, Lily?
Yeah.
Good choice.
This really does chuck me a lifeline when I'm out.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm sure it helps a lot of people.
Long life milk, because then that will do me next week. You know, in a supermarket where you see somewhere you can put food for food
in like
banks?
a trolley, right? Yeah.
This is where it goes. So it's really great that people give quite generously to them because it really helps people like us that like would go without otherwise. Oh, so they've got the hot dogs you like.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
While initially reluctant to use a food bank, it helps Anne-Marie to provide Lily with more nutritious meals.
It was kind of that feeling of sort of not being able to provide for, obviously, my child and kind of coming here and taking things because you physically couldn't afford it. It was a horrible, horrible feeling. But I've met so many other people through coming here that are in the exact same position and, you know, I've learned...
support each other.
Yeah, I've kind of learned not to be ashamed of it, that it's an experience a lot of people go through.
Exactly, there's nothing to be ashamed about.
And, you know, hopefully I won't be in this position forever.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there's a pasta bake sauce.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like creamy tomato sauce.
In the bag.
A big bag.
That's a big bag of stuff.
So how long do you reckon that this would last you? Would it last you about a week or two, or?
I'd say a week. So yeah, I mean some of it may last slightly longer than others, but yeah, it's hard to tell really.
Got a nice selection.
Yeah,
Make some nice meals out of that.
Yeah. Should we head home?
Let's do it.
Visiting a food bank has certainly given Indigo some food for thought.
It will definitely make me want to put more in the trolleys in the supermarkets, like for food banks. Sometimes I'm in the supermarket in a hurry or I'm like holding heavy bags, so I'm just, you know, I don't think about it, but I definitely will think twice now when I walk past to buy something to put in there for families that need it.
To make up for not staying over last night, Indigo now wants to treat Anne-Marie and Lily to a trip to a local trampoline park.
So I thought coming here would be really nice just to, you know, get some energy released, and also I still feel quite bad about last night. So I just wanted to say thank you for everything, and I wanted to take you guys out because you mentioned that you don't really get to go out much because of the prices, obviously, so I thought doing something different today would be really nice, and I wanted to just have a jump about with you and Lily, so...
Oh, thank you.
No, I hope you guys enjoy this.
It's really fun.
You want to show me your front foot, Lily?
Wait, I've got a lot of roly-poly.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
Are you all right?
Are you okay?
Being completely skint means expensive family outings like this are few and far between for Anne-Marie and Lily.
I'd love to come here more often. I think it's great to get the blood pumping and get out, get some exercise. It's great, and Lily's having such a great time. I haven't seen her this happy in ages, so I think it's brilliant.
It seems trampolining is doing everybody some good.
I've burnt 9 calories.
And in 2 minutes, it says I've burnt 22 calories.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite a lot. Maybe I should switch to trampolining instead of running. So how did you guys find it?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's just
it's really tiring,
nice.
isn't it?
Just to sort of burn off energy.
Yeah. How did you find it, Lily? Are you pleased with your flips today?
Yeah.
Trampolining has certainly ended things on a high. It's been an eye-opening time for Indigo, but her time living skint with Anne-Marie and Lily is over.
What do you think you'll take away from sort of this whole experience?
I think sometimes I maybe don't realise just how much a struggle life is for some people. So I think I'm just definitely going to walk away with, you know, from this, you know, experience, having a lot more of an open mind in terms of that I should sometimes just, you know, stop complaining and be more grateful and realise that, you know, there are people out there that have problems that don't even cross my mind. So definitely, thank you for opening my eyes.
No, you're welcome. And you know, everyone has different struggles, and I think stepping out of your comfort zone and sort of exploring other people's issues is great. I think
it was a really great experience. So thank you for doing this with me.
Oh, you're welcome, and you're always welcome back as well.
Thank you as well. If you're ever up in London, please send me a message, and I would love to come and see you and Lily again.
Yeah. Before she heads back to London, Indigo has a couple of parting gifts for the family.
So, Lily, this is a Merlin pass, which means you have 200 days of entry to any of the theme parks that are listed under the Merlin pass. And Anarie, because you're her carer, you automatically get access with her.
Wow.
And for you, Anne-Marie, this is a £120 gift card for Tesco, which you can use to fill up your car with petrol, so you can take Lily to the theme park. But of course, if you want to use it on, you know, anything else from Tesco, of course.
So kind of you. Thank you.
There as well.
What do you think?
Thank you.
You're welcome. It makes me so happy that I could do that. And
that's so nice.
Maybe if you head out, if you're going to like one of the theme parks, let me know. Maybe I could come and meet you there. I would love to see you guys again.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's so kind of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll
I really hope you
be
will
able to
enjoy
do some days out, won't we? That was a really thoughtful gift because it's something we can really use to kind of take a step out of the struggles of daily life and kind of have some fun. Yeah, Lily loved it as well, and I think we're going to make real great use of it.
Take care.
Have a good journey back.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
It was a very humbling and lovely experience. They maybe can't afford to go out and do something fun. They just try to do anything and make the best out of their situation. I definitely think that when I open my mouth to complain about something, I'm gonna stop and, you know, think about people that are in a lot worse situations than I am, and just to maybe be more grateful for what I do have.